So much research has been done on how certain shamanistic traditions or native traditions would hold certain postures and how that would shift actually the physiology of the body and then the consciousness, right? And this is obviously prototypical Hatha Yoga, how Hatha Yoga developed. So if we watch this progression over thousands of years, we start to see that more and more the shamans were moving out into the mountains to do longer and longer retreats, what we now would understand as yoga and meditation retreats. They wanted to seek more power, they wanted to understand more about what is happening in the world around them energetically, have a deeper connection to it. You know, they had a job, right? They were the healer of the tribe, and if they had enough power, this was really good. If they had more power, even better. If they had connection to the forces of nature that caused trouble for the tribe every now and then, drought, not enough water, you know, not enough game animals coming around, whatever, then they were even more useful to the tribe. So to become more and more powerful, more and more knowledgeable, knowledge and power are kind of the same in the ancient world, they would move into seclusion at times, often going into the mountains. So they would go up into the mountains and they would take these retreats, basically the beginning of retreat yoga. And they would pray and they would fast and they would try to be infused and penetrated by these forces of nature, spirits, gods, goddesses, raw spirits of nature, etc. As they did this, they developed a great base of experience, a great base of knowledge. That's mystical experience and mystical knowledge. But then it was very pragmatic in those days. You know, nobody was really philosophizing in those times, sitting around wondering what is the nature of humanity, what is our ontology, you know, we call it, what is our soteriology, how are we saved? I mean, you were trying to save yourself from saber-toothed tigers back then, pretty much. So nobody's really worried about these bigger issues. Cosmology, where do we fit in? That was pretty much a given. Here's where you fit in, you know? So basically it was mystical experience for pragmatic application, which is quite interesting. So they developed these methods, and as they kept developing these methods, they began to pass them on as human beings became more organized and less at risk for being eaten by, you know, pretty much everything out there in the world at that time. They basically began to organize their knowledge and codify it and had time to sit down and think about that organization and to pass it down familial lines and to begin training other people. So it wasn't just a one-off that somebody was touched by grace and had this shamanistic ability. So this natural organization over time led to the systems of development that we now know as Hatha Yoga.